Let's come into our seats. Take a few moments. And as we wait until everybody's settled, I'm going to remind you that this week is a full moon. We're culminating in a full moon on Sunday. It's a buck moon, but it's also called a Guru Purnam. And Guru is teacher, one who guides you towards the light. Not necessarily a person. It could be a sense of wisdom, your own inner self, your self journey, your self discovery. So it's a very special full moon. It's also a second penumbral moon, which means it's partial eclipse again. So powerful. And it's the first full moon after the summer solstice. So I will be doing a gong bath on Sunday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift our yin class from 6 to 7 p.m. That's British Standard Time. And then that will be till 8 p.m. And then we'll move into the gong immediately after. You can join the yin, or you can join the gong, or you can join both. So that's on Sunday. So that's kind of that admin bit resolved for me. Let's come into our comfortable Sukhasana. Perhaps you raise your seat with a cushion or a folded blanket. Ground down into the earth here. Perhaps placing your fingertips on the earth really helps us to settle into the earth and connect with this sense of grounding, of arriving on our mat. Lengthen through your spine. And the way to do that is to roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then slide them down and away. And then lifting your crown towards the sky. Bring your hands to your knees. And today let's come into Gyan Mudra, thumb and index touching, the seal of wisdom. Closing your eyes, perhaps taking a downward gaze, turning inward wherever you are. Begin to observe your breath. Observe the quality of your breath, the pace at which you're breathing. Does your breath feel fast, erratic? Perhaps you've had a busy day and you've rushed to find your mat. Or is your breath slow and steady? Notice also the depth of your breath, the place from which you breathe. Do you have the sense that you're breathing up here in your upper chest, perhaps lower down at your ribs, or maybe even a sense of breathing from your abdomen? Notice whether the breath is long, deep, also. Notice how when I draw your awareness to your breath, it naturally begins to slow, deepen, lengthen. The breath takes on an effortless quality. And one of the beautiful things about a yoga practice is that when we practice pranayama, breath work, at any point during our day, whenever we are feeling anxious or stressed, we can return to the breath and immediately invite this calming, still sensation. I invite you to Deepen your breath by drawing the in breath all the way down into your abdomen. Allow your abdomen to expand. Ribs to open, chest to rise. And as you breathe out, draw your navel back towards the spine. Allow your ribs to curl in, chest to fall. A full breath out. Dirga Pranayama. 3-part yogic breath. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling, navel, ribs, chest. Yogic breathing. Let's continue like this for 2 more rounds, taking a full breath in, belly, ribs, chest, rise, expand, open, ready to receive. Exhaling, navel, ribs, chest, releasing and letting go. 1 more round, inhaling fully, belly, ribs, chest, rise, expand, fill. Exhaling completely, navel, ribs, chest, surrender and release. Arriving in this present moment on your mat, as you breathe in, releasing and letting go of your day, your week, your worries, your anxieties as you breathe out. Releasing this Dirga Pranayama and returning to your natural breath, the natural rise and fall, in and out, ebb and flow. Inhale, bring your hands in Namaskar at your heart center. This is a mudra, an energetic seal of left and right, bringing harmony and balance between the left and right brains, between rational thought and intuitive feeling. Inhaling fully, exhaling completely. Inhale to prepare for Om. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Bringing your hands to your eyebrow center, your third eye, Ajna chakra. Namaste. And welcome. For today's practice, we are working on our third eye, so the space between the brow, where you see Indian women wearing their bindis. This marks the third eye. This is the 6th chakra, so the root, Muladhara, Swadhisthana at the sacral, Manipur at the solar plexus, Anahat at the heart, Vishuddha at the throat, and Ajna chakra at the eyebrow center. So these are 6 of the 7 main chakras. This chakra is connected to our sense of inner knowingness, intuition, insight, the wisdom that we already hold within us. So with this third eye, it's also called a Guru chakra. This leads us from darkness into light, in the sense of leading us from ignorance into knowledge, from fear into courage. The third eye connects us to this sense of cosmic consciousness, psychic perception, intuition. So for today's practice, trust in your own knowingness. Clarity comes from sight, this inner sight. Insight is inner sight. So allow your vision to clear. All those thoughts, ideas, conversations, discussions, debates. With your Ajna Chakra practice, you gain a better insight into clarity, better insight into what serves you to know what the truth is that you can work with. So let's introduce our Ajna mudra. So for each chakra, we've had a mudra, a hand gesture, which guides the energy. So for today, take your left hand and fold in all your fingers and fold your thumb on top. So you create this gentle fist. Then release your index finger and point the finger up. Taking your right hand, clasp your right hand around your left index. So it feels very strange. So you can hold this at your heart, or you can hold it in front of your face. So this is Ajna Chakra, Ajna Mudra. And this connects us with being able to see the patterns of life. What we're doing here is the right hand connects us to the right brain, the direction. And by bringing both hands together, we are able to see all viewpoints, to balance knowledge of all perspectives, so that we have a true sense of what is. The mantra is Om Tapa. So we'll chant that 3 times and then we'll move into our physical practice, our asana practice. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. You can chant loudly or you can inhale and exhale the mantra. Om Tapa. I am wisdom. Inhale to prepare. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. I see with wisdom. I see with clarity. I manifest my dreams and my vision. I trust my inner knowingness. Inhaling, release your mudra. Let's bring your hands to the earth. Take a moment here. Inhale to rise up with your hands above your crown. Bring your palms together. As you exhale, slide your palms down in front of your face, down to your heart space. Inhale, let's reach up with our palms, bringing your hands together above your crown. Exhale, bring your namaskar in front of your eyebrow center, down to your heart, tracing the journey of your upper chakras. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, trace the path of your chakras. One more to open and reach up. Bring your palms together, reach up through your fingertips. Now perhaps you gaze up towards the sky. Have the sense that you're looking through your eyebrow center. So turn your sight through the eyebrow center, utilizing your third eye. One more breath. This is for the seat of meditation, of reflection, of concentration, of focus. One breath more, reaching up, gazing through your third eye, your Guru Chakra. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, come onto your knees. I'm going to be in table Brahmanasana for a moment. So place your hands underneath your shoulders. Let's have our hips aligned with our knees. Toes untucked, neutral spine, gaze to the top of your mat. Again, have the sense that you're not seeing with your physical eyes, that your sight is being directed through your third eye. One breath here. Exhale, bring your big toes to touch, knees as wide as your mat. Place your left hand in the middle and let's thread our right arm underneath our body and bring your eyebrow center to the earth. So this is a variation of threading the needle. Instead of bringing our right ear to the mat, we bring our eyebrow center to the earth. This is Parivritta Balasana, twisted child's pose. Take a breath here. If your eyebrow center feels uncomfortable on the earth, place a folded blanket or place a block underneath your eyebrow center so that you raise the earth towards you. One breath more here. Inhale, keeping your body fairly low. Let's take our right hand outstretched in front of us and thread our left arm underneath our body and bring our eyebrow center back to the earth. At any point in your practice, you may lift your eyebrow center of the earth if you feel constricted. Breathe into the twist. Focus on your third eye, your Guru Chakra, Ajna Chakra. And reflect, meditate. You can silently chant Om Tapa or your own personal variation of this mantra, I am wisdom. I see with clarity. I trust my inner knowingness. I manifest my goals, my vision, my dreams. Inhale back to center, rising up into table. Take a moment here in Brahmanasana. And then let's extend your right leg long behind you. Flex your foot, toes pointing down. Sardulasana. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Again, gaze down towards the earth. Engage here so you're active. You can stay here or you can shift the weight into your right hand and arm and reach forward with your left arm, bringing your fingers into Gyan Mudra, thumb and index to touch. Balancing tiger. One full breath here. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Let's bring your right knee back to the earth. Swapping over to the other side, extend your left leg long. Toes pointing down, so dial down the hips so your hips are parallel here. Drawing your navel, shifting the weight onto your left hand if you are choosing to move into a balance by reaching your arm forward. So right arm reaches forward, thumb and index connect in Gyan. Gaze down towards the earth. And today I invite you to soften your physical sight. Perhaps you even close your eyes at different points in your practice so that you're relying on your inner sight. Exhale, right hand to the earth, knee to the earth, tuck your toes, take your hands as wide as your mat, spread your fingers wide, press into the finger pads and the inner knuckles. Inhale, engage your core, lift your tailbone to the sky, coming into Parvasana, mountain. Let's move here. So let's bend into one knee, extend the other leg, bring your heels towards the earth. Turn the inner eyes of your elbows forward. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Now, an option for Parvatasana is to be in table Brahmanasana, yogi's choice. One full breath here. Shift the weight into your left leg. Bend your right knee. Reach out long behind you. So you can be in the variation of Sardulasana here or one-legged, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, thread your knee between the middle of your body so that your knee comes towards your heart space, and then step your right foot forward so that you're coming into this low lunge here. Take a breath here, and then let's all bring our left knee to the earth. So you could already have your left knee on the earth. There you go. So fingertips on the earth, form blocks. Gaze ahead to the horizon now. So your drishti is parallel. One breath here. Inhale, hands reach up. Bring your fingers into Gyan Mudra. Take a moment here. Bring your palms together in Namaskar, and exhale, bring your hands to your eyebrow center in Namaskar. Take a moment here, and then let's take our hands behind our back. So hands are still in prayer. We're at the back of our crown. Open out your elbows. Take a moment here. So we're having our prayer at the back of our head, parallel to our third eye. So the third eye travels all the way through the head here. Exhale, bring your hands back to your eyebrow center. Bring your left palm to the earth. Inhale, reach your right fingertips to the sky. Thumb and index touch. Gyan Mudra here. Gaze up towards your hands, towards the sky. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Tuck your toes, step forward with your left foot to meet your right foot, coming into a forward fold here. Now for our forward fold here today, I'm going to ask you to take your hands either to the backs of your shins or ankles. Have a bend in your knees if you need to have a bend. Alternatively, bring your peace fingers, your index and middle, and wrap them round your big toe so that they're between your big toe and second toe. Your thumbs are on top of your big toe. Your peace fingers are wrapped underneath your big toe. Bend into your knees if you need. Open out your elbows to create a diamond shape. And then draw your crown towards the earth, coming into a deep bend here. And again, your hands may be on your backs of your shins, so on your calves even. That is the back of your shins, round your back of your ankles, or wrapped, peace fingers wrapped around your big toes. Wherever you are with your hands, allow your upper body to be heavy. Allow your crown to be drawn down towards the earth. Tailbone is lifted up towards the sky. Three more breaths here in Uttanasana. And this variation is Padang Ustasana. Padang Ustasana. Big toe. We're holding on the, well, this is a toe lock. Padang Ustasana. Release your toe lock if you have your big peace fingers around your big toes. Release your hands if they're around the back of your calves or ankles. Bend deeply into your knees. Inhale to rise up. Palms parallel, fingertips reach up towards the sky. Bring your hands together above your crown. Exhale, hands down towards your eyebrow center. Take a moment here and let's look up with gentle back bend. Open out your elbows. Again, bring your spine back to neutral. Allow your hands to float down the center of your body to your heart space. Take a breath here. So let's do that one more time. Your hands are at your heart here. Inhale, let's rise up with our hands towards the sky. So palms are together above your crown here. Exhaling, bring your hands down towards your eyebrow center. And you have the option here of staying neutral or lifting your gaze up towards the sky. Open your elbows, your hips and pelvis. Come forward slightly. Gentle back bend. Exhale back to neutral. Hands down to your heart space. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. And this time we're going to reach up, palms together. As you exhale, let's float our hands in prayer down towards the earth. Forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale, hands on shins. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Tailbone reaches back, crown forward. Gaze is just ahead of you on the earth. And for me, it's on my dog. My beautiful little dog. Exhale, fold. Let's step back long with our right leg and bring your right knee to the earth. Take a moment here. Inhaling, hands to sky. Bring your thumb and index together. Take a moment here and then let's bring your palms together in Namaskar. Exhale, hands to your eyebrow center. Lift your gaze. Now let's take our hands behind our head. Open out your elbows. Lift your gaze. One more breath here. Hands back towards your eyebrow center. And then let's bring our hands down towards the earth. Plant your right hand. Lift your left fingertips to the sky. Bring your fingers in Gyan Mudra. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck your right toes. Step back into mountain. Let's pedal here. So you can step back into mountain or table. Yogi's choice. Parvatasana or Varmanasana. Take a moment here. And just to even out, let's bend into our left knee and reach back long. So you can be in this variation, three-legged dog, or you could be in Sardulasana variation. And then bend your knee and bring it in towards your heart. Take a moment here and step that left foot forward. Here you are now, you're in a high lunge here. Step forward with your right foot to meet your left foot. Forward fold. And now let's take our toe lock again. So hands can go to the backs of your calves, backs of your ankles, or you can wrap your peace fingers around your big toes, thumbs on top, bend into your elbows and open out your elbows into a diamond shape. Draw your crown down towards the earth. This forward fold variation with a toe lock. Padang Usasana. One more breath here. Releasing your hands, bend into your knees. Let's rise up, hands together in prayer. Reach up above your crown. Exhale, hands to your eyebrow center and down to your heart. Let's take a moment here and we'll do our Agnya Mudra. Agnya Mudra. Fold in your left fingers and thumb. Release your index. Wrap your right hand around your index finger. So your hands can be at your solar plexus, at your heart or your eyebrow center, wherever your hands feel comfortable. Let's chant Om Tapa or your variation of this mantra. So that could be your own personal meaning related to the qualities of this mantra. I have wisdom. I am guided by my insight and intuition. I have clarity of vision, clarity of understanding. I manifest my dreams, my visions, my goals, whichever one resonates with you. Inhale to prepare. Om Tapa, Om Tapa, Om Tapa. I balance rational thought with intuitive understanding. Releasing your mudra. Let's move on in our practice. Inhale to reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment here one more time. Inhale, pranam to the sky. Hands together in namaskar, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, gentle back bend, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, floating down through the path of your chakras to your heart. We're going to come into a standing balance before we move on. So we'll do tree pose here. So this is where you might want to be near a wall or have available your blocks. So I'm going to bring this footstool here just so that you can see it as an option. So let's do it that way first. Right, so find your standing mountain, your Tadasana. Feet can be hip distance wide or closer together. Find what feels comfortable for you. Lift your toes off the earth and then press your toes down one by one into the earth. So really connect with your feet into the earth, rooting here, bend into your knees and then inhale to rise up. Shift the weight into your left leg. Hands in pranam at your heart or at your eyebrow center or on your hips, yogi's choice. This gives you more balance here at your hips. Shift the weight into your left leg by lifting the heel of your right foot. And then bring your right heel to your left ankle. This is variation 1. So you might stay here. Another option is to bring the sole of your foot to your shin, inner shin. This is where you could always use a footstool or a block or a chair, so you can place your right foot there. And again, you see you're creating a balance. So this foot is resting gently here for the moment. Or you have the option of bringing the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. So there's different variations. There's 4 variations with your right leg and your right foot. On the earth, against your inner shin, on a footstool, on your inner thigh. Hands can be at your hips or at your heart or at your eyebrow center. Yogi's choice. When you found your variation of Vrikshasana, let's stay there for a few moments. Maybe have a soft bend in your left knee. That sometimes helps to steady you if you feel wobbly. Really press your right foot against your left thigh if you're in this variation. You can take your pranam high above your crown so you're reaching up. You see me because my living room's not big enough to have the camera really far away. And then wherever you are, let's bring your hands to your heart and release your foot to the earth. Take a moment here. We're not finished just yet on this left leg. Just give yourself a little shimmy. We're going to move into our Shiva pose. So as we were talking about our chakras, we have these nadis, these pathways of energy, and we have 3 main ones. Sushumna, which runs down the middle, and then we have Ida and Pingala, which are 2 that wave in and out all the way through our chakras. So they pass through a chakra where the energy is circulating, the vortex of energy. And those nadis in our left nose and right nose, Ida and Pingala, when we do alternate nostril breathing, those are the nadis that we're stimulating. Ida is our left feminine, lunar, cooling, receptive energy, and Pingala is our active, dynamic, masculine, solar energy. And they pass through all the chakras. And when they arrive here at the third eye, this is said to be the meeting place of the nadis, the Ida and the Pingala. Ida also represents Shakti, the mother goddess, and Shiva represents, and Pingala represents Shiva, the sort of the male deity. So that these two are consciousness and action. That spark of energy happens here at the eyebrow center where Shiva and Shakti meet. This is the union between the male and the female, the masculine and the feminine, the left and the right, the solar and the lunar. This is where balance and harmony takes place. So, very long explanation, but what we're doing is we're going to move into our Shiva pose, which is our male energy, dynamic, masculine, solar energy. So let's bend into our left knee. And when I say male, I don't mean in the traditional gender roles. I'm talking about the masculine. We all have elements of the female and the male, the masculine and the feminine. We are on a spectrum of energy. So let's bend into our left knee and bring our right ankle onto our left thigh here. Turn that knee out. Now, if this does not feel sustainable here for you, you could also bring the right toes onto the earth in front of you. Keep turning that right knee out. So your option is to have the right toes on the earth in front of you, or you bring the ankle to your right thigh. So that you create a figure of 4. That's what we're going for here. Again, hands can be in prayer or on your hips. So whichever variation you're in, bring your hands into prayer. And then you can rise with your hands towards your eyebrow center. Keep that right foot flexed. You can even reach up with your hands above your crown. Really sit into that left knee. So if I go sideways, you'll see that I'm sitting here. One more here. Exhale, hands through your chakras. Release your right foot to the earth. Really rotate that left foot. Shake that left leg. We're going to go the other way now. So again, make sure that you move your proper cross if you need it. And let's come into our Tadasana. Bend into your knees. You say, Callie, you're spending a long time chatting today. Let's shift the weight into our right arm, right leg even. And let's kind of bring our all of our left foot onto the earth. You know, your hands at your heart, and this is where you might stay. You can place it on your footstool. Imagine I have my footstool there. You can bring it onto your inner shin. Or you can bring it onto your inner thigh. So your hands can be at your heart, on your hips, at your eyebrow center, above your crown. Find your variation of tree pose, Vrikshasana. If you're wearing slippery leggings like me, your foot might slip and slide down your leg. So really flex the right muscle against your left foot. One more breath here, and then let's bring our prayer hands and namaskar down through the center midline here and release your left foot to the earth. Shimmy if you need. We're going to move into our Shiva pose. So bend into your right knee. Again, shift the weight into that right foot. If you need to reground, lift your toes and replace them on the earth. Bend into your left knee so that you lift your left leg here. And then again, you cross your left leg in front of your right leg and bring the ball of your left foot onto the earth. And then turn that knee out. Or you can bring your ankle to your left thigh, turn your knee out again, and your hands together at your heart center. Now your hands at your eyebrow center, reaching above, and really sit into that right leg. One more breath here. I feel wobbly. And then let's release our arms, release our foot, shake it out, shimmy it out. And then back to the top of your mat. If you've moved from the top of your mat, come into your Tadasana. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Take a moment here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's step long with our right leg behind us. Now stay here with a high lunge just for a moment. Inhale to rise up. Hands reach up towards the sky. Bring your hands into your Gyan Mudra. Thumb and index touch. Take a moment here. We are going to transition into a warrior 3 variation from here. So be near a wall if you wish to balance with the support of a wall. Reach your hands behind you and interlace all your fingers to create your Mushti Mudra, your Yoga Mudra. So this mudra really connects with us, connects with the lower chakras. So we've been working with the upper chakras with our pranam. Now we're going to work with our lower chakras here to ground down through. So come into your Yoga Mudra, Mushti Mudra. And we begin to lean forward. And then hop a little bit forward with your right foot. And then when you're ready, bring your right toes to the earth. And perhaps you lift your right leg behind. Your crown is reaching forward. Your Yoga Mudra hands are reaching behind you. Keep that right foot flexed. One breath here. Now, if you're near a wall, an option here is to reach behind and rest your foot on the wall behind you. So that's one option. Another option is if you have a footstool or a low chair. When you reach back, you can rest your foot on your chair or your footstool. What we're doing is we're working on our balance in the left leg, and you're probably going, enough now, Callie, can we come back down? Yes, you may. Let's find the earth for that right foot. Release your hands and then step back long with your left foot coming into your plank. Take a moment here. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the earth in Ashtangasana. Tailbone lifted. Take a moment here. And then let's slide your knees down away from you, coming onto your abdomen. Eyebrow center rests on the earth. Let's place our hands either side of our mat, parallel to our shoulders. Rise up with your palms so that your finger pads are rested. So you're cupping your hands here. Inhale, lift your eyebrow center. So have your arms as wide as you need. Rise up as far as feels comfortable for you. Exhale, let's flow back down towards the earth. Take a moment, twice more. Press into your finger pads. Really reach out through your elbows. And then it's almost that sensation of if you were doing a press up. Rise up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, float down. One more time. Inhale to rise up. Keep gazing ahead to the horizon. Remember, our focus is on our third eye. Exhale, fold down towards the earth. Rest your eyebrow center on the earth. Now, with your hands, let's reach forward along the earth. Bring your palms together. So you're going to be doing a pranam here. So your eyebrow center is in the earth. Your hands are in Namaskar Mudra. Remember, this mudra helps us to balance the left and right, the masculine, the feminine, the rational and the intuitive. Take a moment here. Then sweep your arms behind your back. Interlace into your Mushti Mudra, your Yoga Mudra. Inhale, lift your eyebrow center. Lift your heart. Sarpasana. snake pose. So it's not high, it can be quite low towards the earth. Reach through your yoga mudra here. Gaze ahead. One more breath. And then release your hands. Bend into your elbows. Lift up. Come through table into mountain. Take a breath here. One more breath. And then let's step forward with our right foot to the front of the mat. Coming into low lunge here. Take a full breath. And then let's rise up into high lunge. Reach up, arms parallel, hands in Gyan Mudra. Take a full breath. Here we're going to transition into Warrior 3 variation on this side. Exhale. Let's reach our hands behind and interlace. So this time interlace the other way so it feels odd. As if you're missing a thumb. You're not. You have all of your fingers there. As you exhale, begin to lean with your heart forward. Hop a little bit forward with your left foot. And then bending into your right knee, lift your left leg off the earth. Now your left toes may still be in connection with the earth. They may be resting on your chair. You may be using the wall behind you. Crown is reaching forward. Your yoga mudra hands are reaching behind you. One full breath here. And this time we bend into our left leg. And then we step forward with our left foot to meet our right. Inhale to rise up. Hands are still together, clasping. Exhale, fold forward. Hands reach up. Crown reaches down. And then when you're ready, with care, release your fingers. Float your arms forward. Bring your palms into pranam. Rise up towards the sky. Exhale, hands float down past your eyebrow center, your Vishuddha chakra, your Anahata chakra. Take a breath here. And you can always come into your third eye mudra here. Folding your left fingers, extend your index, clasp with your right hand. And connect with your sense of judgment. Trust your own judgment. Trust your instincts. Allow the left and side brain to work together so that your rational thought and your intuitive sense help you find clarity and guide you. Listening to your inner teacher, your guru. You are your own guru. One breath more. Let's inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Step back long with your left leg. Take a moment here. Now let's drop your left foot to the earth. So we come into a Warrior 1 variation. Reach up. Again, arms parallel, thumb and index connected in Gyan Mudra. So you're here in Warrior 1. We're going to move directly into Eagle pose from here. So our right knee is deeply bent. Let's take our left arm under our right arm. And then bring your hands to your shoulders or backs of hands together, or double wrap and coming into a bind by bringing your left fingertips onto your right palm. So here you are in Garudasana. Garudasana is eagle. So just as the eagle has the advantage of being able to see the whole earth, the whole landscape, and the eagle can focus and swoop in, we're connecting with our energy here. Exhaling. Let's begin to fold down towards the earth, coming into a forward fold. Humble warrior here. Take a moment. We're going to transition from here into a warrior 3 variation. So this is going to be tricky, so make sure you have your wall nearby or your low footstool, or keep your left foot on the earth when we journey to our warrior 3 Virabhadrasana variation of this pose. Inhale to rise up. Now you might step forward slightly with your left foot. Turn onto the ball of your left foot. Keep your arms in eagle variation. Bend deeply into your right knee. Come onto the toes of your left foot. And then when you're ready, lift your left leg off the earth. You can be pressing that left foot into the wall behind you. You can have your left foot resting on the earth, resting on a low footstool. Yogi's choice. One breath here. As you exhale, let's find the earth behind you with your left toes. And then rise back up into Virabhadrasana variation with Garudasana. And you might need to step back a little bit. Release your arms, open them into warrior 2. Thumb and index to touch. Turn your right toes forward. Exhale, fold down towards the earth. Here we are in our wide-legged stance. Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands can go to the outside of your calves, your ankles, or you can wrap your peace fingers around your big toes, thumbs on top. And then if you are doing that, bend into your elbows and allow your crown to reach down towards the earth. So your hands can be anywhere on your legs here. They can be on your outside of your calves or ankles, or into a toe lock, yogi's choice. Om Tapa, Om Tapa, Om Tapa. Silently using the mantra on your breath. Inhaling Om, exhaling Tapa. Let's release your toe lock or your hands from your calves and begin to walk our feet, hands over to the left, and bend into your left knee now. You might need to step forward with your right foot. Come into your warrior stance. So that right foot has a 45-degree angle. Inhale to rise up. Arms parallel, thumb and index connected. This time, let's take our right arm under our left arm. Hands come to shoulders, or backs of hands, or right fingertips on left palm. Eagle arms here. Garudasana. Soaring majestically like a bird in the sky. As you exhale, begin to fold down towards the earth. Inhale to rise up, engage your core, press into your feet to ground. Keeping your hands and arms as they are. Let's roll onto the ball of our right foot. You might need to step forward slightly and make sure you're not going to bump your wall. So, coming into our warrior 3 here. So leaning forward, your crown is reaching forward. Come onto the toes of your right foot. You can stay here. You can lift your right leg when you're ready, and perhaps you place it on a low stool. Perhaps you're pressing it against a wall behind you. Finding your variation here. When you're ready, find the earth behind you. And then let's rise back up into warrior 1 variation. Open your arms, warrior 2. You might notice that your stance has changed here, so realign. turn your left toes forward. Let's bring your hands together in pranam at the heart. Namaskar here. Inhale to reach up. As you exhale, let's hinge from the hips so that you're bending from the hips. Reach forward with your arms so that you bring your heart parallel to the earth. You might want to have a bend in your knees. This feels too intense. You can create a mudra with your hands, or you can bring your hands to your hips. Or maybe you can bring your hands to your crown so that you still have this sensation of reaching up. Exhale all the way to the earth with your hands. Let's heel toe in and come down to the earth. You can come through your yogi squat, your malasana, down to the earth. Cast your eye up towards the corner of the room, so the place where the ceiling meets the wall. Hands at your heart. Perhaps you lift your hands to your eyebrow center. And now, if you want, you can come onto your toes. Moving into Nukhasan, boat pose. You can lift one leg, lift both legs. Keep your hands at your heart. If that feels too intense, you can bring them to the earth, or you can reach them forward and out in Gyan Mudra. One more breath here. Exhale, release your hands and feet to the earth. Let's uncurl and come down to the ground. And here I'm going to invite you to cross your left leg over your right leg. And then hug your knees in. You can take hold of your shins or your ankles. So that you're coming into this Supta Gomukhasana, reclined cow face. So your left knee is on top of your right knee. You've crossed your legs here. Take a moment here. From here, you can release your legs and you can either completely release your knees over to the left, or if you want to double wrap your left toes coming into this lock around the back of your right leg so that you do eagle legs, Garudasana shape, and then come into this recline, this lying down twist. Supta Matsyendrasana with Garudasana legs. Or you can have, so you either crossed at the knee with your left toe wrapped around your right leg, or you just crossed at the knee with your left foot resting gently on top of your right leg. One breath here. And then let's engage our core. Inhale back to center. Uncross your legs and cross your right leg over your left this time. And again, take hold of your shins or your ankles coming into this reclined cow face legs. Just checking what my dog's up to. Supta Gomukhasana. And then when you're ready, let's release your legs and either drop your legs gently over to the right as they are crossed, or you double wrap your right toes behind your left leg and then release your legs over to the right, coming into your lying down twist. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, inhale, draw your navel towards your spine, come back to center, uncross your legs. Now, if you need to recline and spread your arms and legs into Shavasana, go straight into Shavasana. If you're ready to finish your practice with me now, let's rock gently on our spine, backwards and forwards, and come up to our seat. Go to bed. And then ground down through your sit bones. So you're either in Shavasana and stay there, chill there if you wish. If you're coming to close your practice, let's ground down through our sit bones. Lengthen through your spine. Curl your left hand, folding into that gentle fist. Release your index, wrap your right hands around your left index. Closing our practice with Om Tapa and Om Shanti. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. Om Shanti. 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 With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Dhanyavad. Thank you, everyone.